Take these two guys and we'll bring them up with us. We'll leave the SU box down there for somebody else and give them a present because one, I don't need the SU box, it was just for this video, and two, why not? Leave somebody an SU box for their next journey. What up guys, Astro Manny here, back at it again with another video. Welcome back, and today is going to be a quick one about looting. I think this has been a topic of discussion since 3.24 and all the new inventory changes have came to the game. So today that's what we're going to talk about, is looting and how to be efficient at it and a couple different ways of doing it. So if you like that sort of thing, make sure you smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. You can also hit the notification bell so you know when we go live and all those other wonderful things that notification bell does. If you want to go the extra mile, you can hit that join button and become a member. Thank you so much. That's much appreciated. You also get double giveaway chances if you're a member. Speaking of giveaways, hey, Giveaway Manny, can you tell them a little bit of something about a giveaway going on? Hello, Giveaway Manny here. Thank you, Present Manny, for that wonderful introduction. Here we are with our giveaway of the atlases. And yes, remember I said plural atlases. We're going to be giving away 2 atlases with this giveaway here. So make sure you like, comment, and share this video. That's how you enter the giveaway. You got to make sure you like the videos, comment on the videos, and share the videos to help it get seen. And we will be giving away 2 atlases and a color for each of the atlases if you are the winner. So 2 different winners will get an atlas and a color paint of their choice. And if we get this giveaway knocked out the park real quick and we get to 5,500 subscribers by the end of the month, I'm going to be giving away the whole atlas paint pack. So if you want that special atlas paint pack, make sure this video gets seen, share it around. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. We're giving away 2 atlases. Remember, in order to join this giveaway, make sure you like and comment and share on all the videos I make until we reach our goal at the end of the month. Thank you guys. Enjoy your atlases and take it back away for us, Present Manny. I'll see you next time. This has been Giveaway Manny. Adios. Thank you, Giveaway Manny. You did an awesome job there. Appreciate you. Back to the video, guys. So today we're going to talk about looting. One thing I want to talk about is all these players apparently leaving their ships at bunkers because either they died or some other kind of baloney. What kind of freaking crap is this? All these people over here littering their ships. Unbelievable. Obviously I have the best looking ship here. I mean, my ship just looks absolutely fucking gorgeous. There's another C1 here. I mean, it's pretty, but it's not black and gold. And there's a little Nomad over there. Wow, a nice little Nomad out for a spin. Anyways, let's talk about looting. So, say you're going to go do a bunker, right? Guys, we're at a bunker. I should have turned off my engines. Why didn't you guys turn off my engines there? So, one thing is, you're at a bunker, right? You want to turn off your engines when you land. It helps keep your ship on the ground. Trust me, sometimes your ship can blow away. Not necessarily an issue at our current location, which is Hurston, but this just happened to be where I was at when I was like, hey, let's make this video. So that's where we're at. But anyways, you know, another thing I tend to tell people is to make sure you close your doors of your ship when you are leaving your ship. Obviously I don't do it because I'm Astro Manny, and I tell you guys what I think you should do. Don't do what I do unless you are asking for trouble. I leave the doors open of my ship because I dare people to come enter my ship, put a cap in their ass. Anyways, we're here to talk about looting. So there's different kind of loot boxes, right? You can have 1 SCUs, you can have 2 SCUs, you can have 4 SCUs, you can have 8 SCUs. Obviously, all those are different size boxes that I decided not to bring because if you're playing solo, at least if you're playing solo and other situations, there's no reason to bring more than 1 SCU or even a 2 SCU box. I'm bringing 2 1 SCU boxes to show you guys 2 different looting methods that I'm going to be using today. So we're going to do this bunker. We're going to bring our boxes in with us. If you brought a 2 SCU as a solo player and you wanted 2 SCU, that's probably the better choice because then you have just 1 box that you're moving. But for this specific reason, I brought 2 boxes because I wanted to show 2 specific different strategies. And I didn't need 2 different boxes to show the 2 different strategies, but I thought I'd just show it off that way. It's a little bit harder to get 2 SU boxes into bunkers, so that's why another reason why I bring the 1 SU. But it's not too much harder to get a 2 SU in. It's almost impossible to get the other size boxes into these bunkers, so I do recommend, if you're doing bunkers, to at least just bring these 1 SU boxes or 2 SU boxes. So as we move on, you just do it like a normal bunker. You go down, you take out the enemies, do what you gotta do, and then we'll get to the looting part, right? I thought I'd show off a little bit of bunker gameplay in the midst of all this for little funsies. Today we are rocking the what the hell is 71, but F71, S71. I don't know, for some reason why I couldn't remember why, or if this was F71 or S71, but it's S71 rifle. The Gemini rifle is absolutely wonderful, does beautiful things. We are rocking the white one with our org armor, our heavy set of org armor and whatnot. It does seem like all the guards did get killed down here, so there should be 9 enemies left standing. There seems to be an enemy there. We are solo, so we're going to take it kind of nice and slightly slow. Nice and slow. So we're going to take that guy's head off there and kind of wait for them to come to us. Since we don't have a silence gun, if you had a silencer on our gun, which I could swap out, then I would maybe run a little bit more in there. But since we are running a compensator on our nozzle, then they will tend to start running towards us. And we really just stay here and chillax. I mean, you could be as aggressive as you want to be. That's completely up to you, but like I said, if you're running solo, you can definitely just let them fan out and come towards you, and they'll eventually make their way to you. It's an old strat of mine. This guy took a few shots into us, so I'm getting a little bit more aggressive here by moving forward, but like I said, you really don't have to at all. See, this guy right here could have taken me out without me having any chance of knowing that he was there. We're going to move to a better position because that just doesn't sound great. We do have targets for all of our targets now, so markers for all of our targets now. Now we can see them coming. So you see the S71 is quite fun to use, quite beautiful, and gets the job done quite well. It does really good versus all enemies besides like boss type heavy enemies. Then it just takes way too much ammo to kill them, and it's not very useful then, in my opinion. But there you go. That's completed the bunker. Now let's talk about looting, right? So there are multiple ways of looting, and we'll talk about different strats. As far as boxes and whatnot, bunker loot has been kind of low, at least in my opinion and my friends' opinions and my org mate opinions. I don't really loot very much at all in general anymore because I've gotten away from the whole hoarding armor thing and kind of just wear whatever I want to wear. And also I mainly just wear org armor anyways, so unless something's really rare, I don't try to spend too much time looting. But anyways, for the sake of this video, I want to show you guys the best ways that I believe there are to loot, right? So I'm just bringing security guard ammo down because we'll grab some of this security guard armor so that you guys can see that. At this point, you could bring the boxes with you, you could bring the bodies to the boxes. The choice is yours, and you can do this in a few ways. So yes, you have to bring a box with you to loot if you want to do things legitly and loot legitly. And there are tricks and tips that we're about to go about right now. We'll put one box there, and we'll go get the other box for our second tips and tricks. Let me know down in the comments below what your guys' tips and tricks are for looting corpses or doing any kind of looting in 3.24 and so on. As long as it's legit, I would like to hear it. I mean, and even if it's not legit, I guess you could leave it down in the comments and talk about it below, your choice or not, because I do know there are a few non-legitimate ways of looting in the game currently, and we're not going to discuss those at the moment, but if you want to discuss those down in the comments, feel free to. Anyways, so there's two ways of looting that I would say is efficient in the current patch 3.24 with these loot crates. One is preferably you want to get the body close to said box, and I really wish CIG, like, if we're going to do this kind of looting, I really wish you could just like open the said box and drag the armor off of the body into the box. But sadly, that's not an option. So like I said, I would bring the body as close as you can to the box, and then from here you can go into the loot menu, and for this tips and trick, this is tips and tricks number 1, I would switch to the old inventory menu, and then from there I would take the entire clothes off of the said body. So you would, take the helmet off, and you would take the chest piece off, and you would take the legs off, and you would, and if you want the undersuit and everything, you would take the undersuit off. So you would take all the clothes off of the dead body, and then from here, then you would open up the box of choice to where you're going to be moving all the armor to, and from here you should be able to drag theoretically you should be able to drag all this in, see, just like that. So from the ground you should be able to drag all these boxes into said inventory, and that's how it's probably the number 1 tip and trick. Sometimes you have to change the camera angle to get the box. That one was being a little silly. Sometimes you have to change the camera angle to get that said box, but that's how you would do that, right? Okay, that would be, in my opinion, probably the easiest way to loot. If you were to loot said box, like a loot box like this here, medical crate, then if you would to get cool armor or whatnot, you can just again, you can open up the old menu, and as you see there, even in that menu I just kind of dragged it out. Like, let's go back, like even in this I kind of just dragged it out of the box and it seemed to drop. I don't know why it did it last time, but it's not going to do it this time. But you can do it from there, or you just drag it down and boom, drop it on the floor. So those are dropping on the floor somewhere. Those are med pens and whatnot, so it's not very easy to see. We saw it earlier with the med gun. See, I just picked it off the floor and put it on the floor, and then you can have your box here to loot the said med gun if you were to bring your box over, right? So we bring our box over, and hey, look, there's a gun on the floor, right? That's what, say this gun came out of the other box. See, you just go ahead and you just drag everything off the floor basically, and that's how you would loot said gear. From this perspective, you could probably go like this and drop this off of them. Not exactly sure it works that way, no. So you probably do have to do it from this menu. Again, showing that off. The other suit would be the last thing that comes off, right? So again, this is tip number 1 on showing how to loot in 3.24. You just take everything off of the bodies and then you drag the pieces of armor into the loot crates or the weapons or whatever you need. Little drag and drops, right? So that's one way of looting. I'll show you guys another way of looting right now. The second way I would loot is a cleaner method, but forces you to kind of take your current gear off. So if you are not wearing something that you really like see, I'm wearing clothes that I don't care about this loot that I'm getting right now. I'm wearing the clothes I want to wear, right? Like this is me. This is Astro Manny, right? So this is what I would wear. Hey, check out a screenshot for today's video. The thumbnail of today's video. Looting with Astro Manny. Check it out. There it is. I don't know why that just gave me the thumbnail shot, because it processed in my head and I said, hey, what would be the thumbnail for today's video? That's today's thumbnail. Or maybe it should be the other way around with dead bodies around, huh? No? I think that was the thumbnail. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. That's what I do around here. I like what I'm wearing, so I wouldn't do this, especially unless there's something like really rare. But what you can do is, this is why I brought the second box. What you can do is you take everything off of your character. Obviously the bunker has to be cleared and no dangerous enemies are about, right? And then you can go and find said body that you want to get. So like say this guy right here, I want his body, so then I would go to him. I would hit this little swap view button down at the bottom, and I would just put his gear on by pressing one button, one click of the button, and boom, I have his whole set of gear on me. Ammo, med gun, med pens, everything. I could even pick up his gun, just like that. And then I can go to said loot box, and then I can just drop that all off in the loot box. Just completely undress myself now. And then boom. There you go. You have your loot in your said box, and you can go do it again by grabbing another person's body. And like, so this is really simple, right? This would be, in my opinion, tip number 2 is the fastest way of doing this, right? Is you just swap your view, click that on, and boom, you got the gear on, and you run and you grab your gun that you want, and you go and you put it in your box. It's definitely the quickest way, but you must put away your gear first, and therefore some people might not like that. But that is just a tip that I'm giving you guys. Like I said, it's got the whole thing on it, the med pens, the everything, the gun, whatever the person had on their body is now on yours, and it's as simple as that. So that is Astro Manny's tips and tricks for looting in 3.24 and so on. Maybe there'll be better ways in the future and whatnot. We will have to wait and see, but for now, that's how I would do it if I was looting. If I was an active looter and wanted to loot everything, that's probably how I would do it. As I put the rest of my gear back on. Just like that. There's one other thing I do want to show you guys that has to do with looting. You say, hey, Astro Manny, well, why? Why am I doing it this way? Because I told you to. That's why. No, some people might say, why can't I bring a body up into the ship and use it as a mannequin and just steal bodies? Well, I don't know how often you guys do that, but if you were to know about that situation, is half of the time that does not work. Okay, so if you take a body, we'll take a few bodies with us just to see if this will work. We'll take a few bodies with us. Right, so we'll take these two guys and we'll bring them up with us. We'll leave the SU box down there for somebody else and give them a present, because one, I don't need the SU box, it was just for this video, and two, why not? Leave somebody an SU box for their next journey. Right? So we're going on up to the next level. That's how we do it. What tractor beam you use doesn't matter. When I'm moving small stuff like this, I just use the little handheld one. It just feels like the golden days, right? So we go and we take our box out, put this back in our ship, the ship that I left wide open for anybody to come and steal and ruin my day. I mean, that's totally up to them. Anyway, so we put our box in, and for some reason it wasn't showing the location of the grid, but hey, whatever. So you say, well, I just want this whole gear set from this guy. Why can't I just take this? Well, first off, you left this gun behind, so you need to put the gun in the box already, so you might as well put the whole body in the box. Second off, sometimes when you put a body into the ship, they didn't do it this time, they may disappear. Sometimes when the body goes from being in one box, which would be like outside the atmosphere, into a second box, which is your ship, once it passes through the grid of where the ship's atmosphere, the ship's gravity takes control, a lot of the times the bodies have been disappearing when that happens, especially when you're in EVA. So both these bodies did not disappear, so I couldn't show off this bug, but a lot of times the bodies will just disappear. Another reason is having 9-tails bodies in your ship will sometimes get you shot at and will get you in trouble from the cops saying that you're harboring fugitives. So that's another reason to not have 9-tails with you. But to each their own. And that's that about looting. I will say that putting the box away is another step. You do have to take this box home, right? And you have to put it in your freight elevator. But I'm sure you guys could handle that part. I mean, if you need me to help you with that, then I mean, I'm more than happy to. There is plenty of other videos to come on tips and tricks for 3.24 and so on and so on, because that's what we do. We're going to start making videos at least every other day, maybe not every single day, but we'll have stuff going on and live streams at least every single other day as well. So thank you guys for watching. This is Astro Manny. I hope you enjoyed those little tips and tricks. Make sure you check out that giveaway that's going on right now, that giveaway Manny so graciously told us about. Make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Thank you. Let's have some conversations in chat. What kind of videos do you guys want to see? Let me know. There's all kinds of stuff going on in the community right now. Join that Discord. We're rebuilding the world, getting ready for 4.0, which is not too far away now, guys. As much as CIG and the rest of the world is scared of what's going to happen to the end of this year, you gotta believe 4.0 is still right around the corner. Keep your hopes up. I'll catch you guys later. This is Astro Manny signing off. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. What happened in my camera view? Apparently I'm crouching now. Adios, guys. Bye bye. Until next time.